Imagine this, you record a YouTube video how you double your agency, and then within January you are in full anxiety, the system for the clients operating doesn't work, Teresa, office manager finishing, you have to do invoicing, the only salesperson who's supposed to start with us doesn't start, so when I wake up from 7 till 12, that's only time when I can catch to Europe, and then the rest of the day is basically lost. To anxiety, the highest stress level which I experienced for a long time. Raw reality show. Hello guys from Medellin es que chimba, parceros, but this video will be very different because we have serious talk to talk about. Last video was about how I doubled my agency last year, which you can see here, and in this video, as it is normally after ups, there is downs, and everybody on YouTube want to share the tops and how great they are, the rocky journey they went to, and then nobody want to talk about the downs, which can get you quite low, especially from 13th floor. So in this video I will share with you exactly this, how I went from the top till down, because January 2024 was difficult. I was thinking, okay, I will work from this beautiful Medellin and it's gonna be great, like last year when I was working here, and it hit me quite strongly because time difference with Europe is putting my morning all stress. So when I wake up from 7 till 12, that's only time when I can catch to Europe, and then the rest of the day is basically lost. Because there were several circumstances which I will share with you happened in January. Then January got me to anxiety, the highest stress level which I experienced for a long time, and I'm not gonna even talk about that I got lost and I stopped working out because I didn't feel it after the morning stress. I was just done for the day and I just lie down, watch Netflix and was like, fuck all. And that's definitely far from where you want to be as an entrepreneur. Demotivated, full of anxiety, especially after the starting YouTube channel where you presented yourself how you successfully doubled your agency. Let's dive deep into what was January really about and how I could navigate it better and what you can take out of it too for your business, for your sales position, or anything you do. Okay, so the biggest problem was time difference. When I wake up 6:15 a.m. in the morning and I start working at 7, in Czech was already 1 p.m. So half of the day was done. And all of the messages went waiting for me just to address them, because all the issues from down level to the upper management to get to me just to solve it, because who else? January is slow month. To get to the results you want, you need to work harder and do more, and when you do more, there is more mistakes coming on. So regarding to it, there were several issues to address and I was having just half day to finish it. The most difficult part was that within half day I had to do what I normally had 1 day, because by 1 I was completely exhausted because of the enormous stress of time pressure, and I love slow morning. So normally I have a slow morning, which means I wake up and between 7 till 9, before everybody starts, I'm already mentally prepared what to do, tasks sent to others, and I'm on top of the things. That's European lifestyle. That's where I've been before end of the year, and that was successful. But here, because I ran away from the winter to this beautiful place, Colombia, like previous year, I was deciding it's gonna be better. I can address that. But there were several stuff which happened and I couldn't know about and make it worse. That's how I get to, I don't want to call depression, but definitely anxiety, very strong one. So I didn't continue with the second part of the day because I was completely done by 1 or 2 p.m. There were several things which didn't work. First was hiring salespeople. We're supposed to have 3 people starting in February, and we already have 1 person set up. His name was Ondřej, and he didn't get back to me within second week of the January, and I was trying to reach him, unavailable with the WhatsApp, which I didn't have on him. Long story short, Danilo, my salesperson, which was not able to reach him either. And then we received a message, hey, I decided to go for different opportunity, thank you a lot for your time, blah blah blah. So we lost the great guy which supposed to start with us. Within second weekend of the January, it got me really hard, because by then was several things which were not working either. That was just like the end pain point which got me to the ground. Before that, what another thing happened was the system didn't work. With having Tabidu, which is the system for operating the client's campaigns, how many days they run the campaign, how much we spend it, how much contacts we delivered, how many interviews they have, and the numbers went off because we are working on onboarding of this system more than half a year with the integrator, and it's not working. And if the marketers or clients manager who just started with us cannot believe their numbers, they have to go to Excel sheet and manually check it, which takes 3 times more time. And we realized this system is not working. I had to sit down and do the invoicing for the clients and check all the numbers. For her, it took 3 days and still was not done. I was able to do it within 3 hours, but still, it was my time which I had to invest it, and I tried to achieve the goals and the numbers without my time invest in it. And sometimes that's the hard work of the owner. You have to sit down and put the hands on, no matter when others tell you, oh, that's not your job and blah, blah, blah. No, I believe that if you are starting with the new people, you should do it always the way I do, you watch, we do. So you do it, I watch, and then you do. And I still check up on you. I'm checking up on the people which working with us even 3 years, and I'm still checking up their meetings sometimes to see if the numbers are there. And everybody who is good with their delivery and confident, they're okay if somebody check on them. It's not micromanagement. Actually what it is, it's confirming the trust within the performance of the person. Imagine this. You recorded a video how you double your agency, and then within January, you are in full anxiety because many things happening. The system for the clients operating doesn't work. Teresa, office manager, finishing. You have to do invoicing. The only salesperson who's supposed to start with us doesn't start, and you had a great belief in this person. New recruitment for sales positions are evolving, but still are not there. You don't see another potential salespeople to start with you. And not only that, there is so many more things to do. And you feel you have just half of the day to do it. So where is leaving you that? I tell you, it's leaving you with growing feeling that everything falling apart, and people feel it too. So that's why the things happen, where we are, and what we will do differently. And actually, the most interesting question was how we can be without clients, executive, and account manager. And I explained them, we can do it because I can do invoicing and payroll, which doesn't take so much time if you know what you do. Onboarding can you do without clients manager, and most of all, the client's work can be done by salesperson like it was before. So we can address that. And there was a question, so what they do? We had the 2 people on that position, and you're telling us that we can do it even without them? Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you. So what they were doing all day long was the question. On the contrary, it was not their fault because they were still onboarding. Main part is somewhere else. If it's a right match with the person on new position, if it's salesperson, marketer, or the client's executive or the client's manager, it always is same. Within first month, they're supposed to be on 50% of the role. Within second month, they should be by 70-80% of their position. By third month, should be 90 till 100. And if they are not, it means that's not right match for you as a company and for them as a new people in the role. So what's the important thing to do? Within first month, you throw them to the water, and if they are right, they will start producing. What I mean with it, if they're supposed to do invoicing within first week, they're invoicing and do it without you. You show them and then they do it and you correct them because it's so simple task. If it's a sales position, you give them your recordings of the calls, you put them on a role play, you listen to their calls, their voices, give them feedback, and then they go and do it within first weeks in the position. If you just show them, as we did on the position for 1 month, and then after 1 month, okay, so now you do, basically slowly, not too much on them. It's not gonna work, and it will get you to the position where you don't want to be. That second month you start realizing, oh, it's actually not working as we anticipated. First month, they should be by 50% producing immediately. For example, Katka, as a client manager who started with us and was first successful hire for the client manager position, was thrown into water and she made it successfully. Yiri started as a part-timer, made it. Danilo made it. Shimon made it. Within first month, they had the hardest month in the company. And if they were right, they succeeded, they thrive in the current situation. So more nice you are are to others who starting with you, the harder you will have it down the road, because they will not get to your level. And then they will be surprised. Oh my God, it's so hard, you're so bad, you want too much. Maybe it was just wrong onboarding and setting up of the expectations. And that's leading me to another fault which I did with the both position, account manager and client executive. Never delegate crucial position to onboard to somebody else. Always have your own voice, Michael. This is the message for me. So where did I do mistake? In a mishiring, onboarding, or just because I moved to Colombia for January and it was not the right move because of time zone? Actually, neither of this. I could be here and still be able to fulfill the job I supposed to do with the right energy if I would change two things. First one was from the management point of view, that I break the rule to listen but not to hear, which is the most important management rule. There is so many people talk to you if you are in a management position, and if you're listening to them and you acting accordingly, then it's your responsibility for that action. But many times they were never on your position, they don't have your experiences, they didn't build it up, and they have totally different point of view and definitely not enough experience to make this calls. But if you make them, then you are responsible for results. So what you should do with the rule to listen but not to hear is, in my view, in my situation, in the company where we are currently, firstly, onboarding in December should be run by me, not by Katka, no matter that she had bigger expertise in the field. And definitely they should be already thrown in the water, doing their own thing, and I should not delegate this task to somebody else because I was having the knife on the neck. That's the first. Second one, I should be more strict with the system, which is Tabidu for clients operation, which we said with Mira we will give to it January and we will see if it's evolving better and better. But already in the end of the November and beginning of December, it was not good enough, and we were more than 5 months in that it should supposed to work, and there was still some mistakes and tweaks we had to adjust. So the result should be, hey, we get to get Excel sheet, make minimum valuable product immediately, and we go from there. So simply put, these two things. And the third thing with the sales position, because we hired last year 16 people and just 2 stays, and everybody was like, oh, you are hiring wrong people or you don't train them right. It's normal when you're looking for your sales process and the right candidate and the right people on the seats. So you should trust yourself, and I should be more, I know what I do, that's how we get here, and be more direct and stand where I am. So simply put, be more confident, starting with the rule to listen but not to hear. Being confident and listen to others means that you're actually not that confident. You don't know what you do and you're looking for outside advice from people which never built something what I did in this situation. So I will listen much less to others within the company, except maybe Danilo and Yiri, and I will take more shots because that's how we can get to another level. Let's see where is it gonna get us within February and March, and looking forward to see you there. And because of all the situation what happened, I'm shortening my trip here in Colombia, and I'm traveling back to Czech 1 month sooner, already this Friday, 2nd of February, because that's the price which I have to pay for breaking the rule which I was describing within last few minutes. So if you have a priority business and some things are not working, you have to be okay to put the gloves on and get to the first line of the work and make the things work. Otherwise, you will not hit the goals. Goals are there, just you want them, but you are not okay to do whatever it takes to get to your goals. Anyway, Medellin es que chimba, but this year I didn't make it longer than 1 month either. Let's see what's gonna be next year. But definitely I will think about different time zone than US time, but maybe more like a Thailand or Asia setup, or even Europe, somewhere in Spain. Okay guys, let me know in the comments what you take away from this. I didn't get so much deep in how I felt and so on as I wanted, but at least I described the situation within the company and how I'm thinking about it and what I could do differently. And I believe that you could take away some nuggets out of it so you don't repeat the same mistake I did. No matter of choosing the right time zone, setting up the people, setting up the expectation, and what is it really about is the confidence.